So, what is one of the most fundamental skills you need to know as a microblading artist? The answer is brow mapping. This is an absolute must if you want to create beautiful, balanced eyebrows. Hello everyone, my name is Maya Moore, and today I'm going to tell you some of the common mistakes to avoid while you're doing brow mapping, using my favorite technique, the thread method. But before I get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified when I add more educational videos like these. The thread method can actually be done two ways. You can either lay your guests down and do this threading technique, or you can sit them up. And so for me, I prefer to have my clients sitting up so I can tell, the way gravity settles on their skin, if one brow is higher than the other, and I don't have to lay them down and sit them up repetitiously throughout the process. I can just have them in one position. And once I'm done, then I'll lay my guests down for the remainder of the service. Let's start by talking about one of the most difficult parts of the thread method, which is establishing your middle line. First step, you will take your thread, wrap it around your finger, and then find the most center point on her face. Once you've located that area, place your saturated thread on the forehead and create your first line. Now that sounds simple, except you have the nose there. So watch as I begin to explain this process to my student and take her through the steps of creating her first line. When you're doing the middle line, it's the most challenging because the nose extends from the face, right? So what you want to do, once you figure out where you want your middle line to be, mark it on her forehead.
Oh, with the thread?
Yes.
Okay.
So the way you mark is you put it down and pull up.
Oh, okay.
Pull up, and then it'll catch it with the ink.
If it's not marking so good, do I mark it?
Okay, now did you catch that? It's really important with the thread method to press the thread against your client's skin and then slide up or slide down. Slide in one direction only so that you get a really nice thin, crisp line.
Should, but yeah, it's not. Okay. But it's usually because you're not pressing and sliding up.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you get it on the forehead, then you go above the nose, and then you mark in between the eyebrows.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about the nose part.
And be sure you're marking above the nose and place your mark between the eyebrows.
Watch you do that. Now her hair, when you're looking at where to start her eyebrows, she has a really good amount of hair in here. Mm-hmm. I don't see you going any further in.
Yeah.
So I would just start
right where it starts.
Okay. Yes.
That was really important what I just said, because when I'm designing my guests' eyebrows, I always ask them, do you like to fill your brows in closer to the center of your face, or do you like where they are naturally placed? If they tell me, yes, I like where my brows are naturally, then I will not proceed to fill her brows in or design her brows in closer to the center of her face. If she says, or he says, I like to bring my brows in a little bit closer to the center, then that lets me know that I have clearance to fill her brows in or design his or her brows in closer to the center of their face. So make sure you ask those questions, because you might find that you're doing something that they're not comfortable with, or you're not doing enough.
And work higher up. So you want, instead of having your hand all the way down here to mark right here, go above the nose. Have the bottom part closer to the area. Yeah, don't have it.
So again, it's really important that you move or that you work above the nose. Again, we're not designing eyebrows on the nose or on the cheeks. So we don't need to be on the nose. We need to be above the nose, above the eyes, on the brow bone. It's really, really crucial for great marks and great placement.
Slide up one time.
Oh, just one?
Just once,
Okay.
yeah. And then you'll have more ink for a longer period of time. All right,
I
so
feel like this is a little more edge. Is it okay if I move it? Or no?
Yeah,
Should I
because
just
you
leave it as is?
you went further out. Like this one
On
is
that one?
on her hair and this one's in front, so you can
Yeah.
you can lose hair on this side.
I can just move it a little.
One time.
Oh. You're forgetting.
Look,
Sorry.
Look, if you press it down, let me see, and just slide it.
Oh, you're right.
You see? Okay, now let's do it. Let's do it on her cheek. No, just wait. I'm not gonna.
Are you gonna
Like, why did I do right? No, but yeah. Okay, so you don't have to. So let's just do her arch. And again, when you do it, you're gonna do the outer corner of the nostril, and you're gonna either do the pupil or the iris, but base it around what her eye is naturally doing.
like right here?
So
Like the outer corner of her iris, right? In this case, because
I can't tell. So first, put your hand here because that's never gonna move. And then you can adjust it. You can go here or here.
Okay.
Her arch is kind of like right there.
Okay, more to the iris, huh?
Yep. So I would close and then I put it down. And then pull up.
Okay.
Yes. Perfect. It's too warm now.
All right, so we're trying to figure out where her natural arch is. So by creating that diagonal line through the outer corner of her iris, we can find where her natural arch should be. So I just wanted to give you a few quick tips about the thread method. And I know there's so much more we could go into, but I hope this was helpful for you. And if you can get the thread method down and understand the importance of brow mapping, you really have a great chance of creating beautiful, balanced eyebrows. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video as many times as you want. And if you have any questions or comments, please list those below and let me know some challenges you have with the brow mapping, or if you have any tips for the thread method, please let me know. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.